Podcast, aka the Player Hating Degree Podcast. It's your boy Teddy.
I'm your co-host Marcus.
And this is the annual finals episode for 2025 for both the NHL and the NBA. What do you want to talk about first, Marcus? We'll start with hockey?
Yeah. We can start with hockey.
Are the Canes? I thought the Canes were for real, man.
Well.
What do you want to talk about first? The Canes being for real, or the Oilers not? Or the Oilers weren't going to run it back?
What's wrong with that?
Which one do you want to go with first, man? I'm just asking.
I'll go with the Canes not being for real. Like, I really thought that they would have showed out a lot better. Yeah. But it ended up showing that, well, for Leaf fans, to at least you guys get to save some money and not have more heartbreak. Because it would have been way worse if y'all lost in Game 7, to be honest.
They did lose in Game 7.
Yeah, but Game 7 in the conference finals?
Yeah.
At home?
Yeah, that's okay. That's progress.
No, it's not. That's just more just disappointing.
No, that's progress. I want to... Man, those guys... Man, they haven't been out the sick route in how long? 20 years? But enough about the Leafs, but, like, that's progress.
I guess, like... But that's just because of how, like, the formatting was.
Shanahan would have kept his job. Marner might have stayed. I don't know if he's still going to stay. Who cares about that? But, like, things could have been... The perspective would have been different.
I agree.
But
that's just also how the NHL seedings are in of itself.
So what about the team that you said wasn't going to run it back?
Well, I guess they're showing that they could be... McDavid's showing that he could be Gretzky and Crosby. Because that has also happened to both of them earlier in their careers. So we'll see if they end up winning a cup. Looking like that they can for a redemption story. It'll be cool if it happens. But Canada needs to win a cup.
You know, it's a pick'em right now in Vegas between Florida and Edmonton. It's even money either way.
So it's not like the other sport we're going to talk about?
Yeah, it's not one side. It's not David versus Goliath.
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay, so who are you going to take? We'll get to it now. I'm going to say this. McDavid's going to win another Conn Smythe trophy. This time he will collect the trophy, unlike last time.
Well, it's not like they got crushed or something. They lost in Game 7, so
coming back down 3-0. Remember they were down 3-0?
Yes.
And then they went to Game 7?
I remember. That was crazy enough itself. Someone would have got fired. At least everyone has to keep their job this year.
Okay. So, who you got?
Edmonton coming back.
You're riding with the Oilers?
He gonna be joining Gretzky and Crosby.
Okay. New York can see eye to eye here. I say Oilers in 5.
I don't know about that part.
Oilers in 5. Oilers in 5. That's what I got. But now we'll talk about the association. What happened to those Knicks?
To who?
To the Knicks, TJ. What happened to the Knicks, man? Carl Anthony Woods. Big body Brunson.
Oh, man.
Well,
OG anybody.
I say it was a toss-up, but...
Man, I thought this was going to be the next year to break through, but at least they had some progress as an organization. Except for those ticket prices, because damn, James.
What is up with you and those ticket prices, man? You be talking about the ticket prices today.
Yo, because I actually like to attend games, and it takes away from me trying to go to things.
Would you have? Okay, you went to Cleveland, Indiana.
Yeah.
Were you gonna run it back when they were playing the Knicks? Like, obviously you didn't go, but were you considering going?
No, because I was looking at what city I should go to.
Oh, you didn't want to go back to Indiana is what I meant.
No.
Oh, okay.
So, it's going back to Indiana realistically. Like, bro, I went there for 2 days. That was enough. I went, I watched the game, and I flew back.
Okay.
I went to a mall out there. It wasn't bad. Really good shopping, too.
Okay.
No tariffs?
No.
No tariffs.
Our dollar still sucks, but that's a whole different discussion.
Yep.
Look, that dollar is trash. Because, like,
I was gonna say, but yeah, I was wrong about that series as well. The Knicks and Pacers. I thought it was going 7. I mean, they were so close.
Really close.
That game one though, that's probably one of the best game ones or best playoff games I've seen in a really long time. The Knicks and Pacers game one where it went overtime when the Pacers came back down 9 in
Overtime. Yeah.
No, before overtime.
Before overtime,
With like a minute left, they were down 9 or they were down 15 with 4 minutes left. That was one of the craziest games I ever seen. And then Tyrese Halliburton, I called him Halliburton on purpose when he dribbled in, went back out. He had the KD 3 and
man, that was something special.
If his foot was not on the line and he actually hit the game winner and did that Reggie Miller choke part 2, that would have been epic.
But he still did it.
It was premature, typical Tyrese Halliburton style, but that was a good game. That game 1 was probably the best playoff game I've seen so far.
It was an entertaining game, though. I'll definitely say that.
Yes.
Well, and on the other side, OKC put the
walls down.
whooping down on.
I tried to tell you Anthony Edwards was not that guy. I tried to tell you, Anthony Edwards. He's not that guy.
23 years old.
Is he better than Jason Tatum? Would you take him or Tatum?
Tatum.
There you go.
Anthony Edwards.
Man, you just tripping, man. You tripping.
Man, you just like to troll stuff.
Nah, I've taken anyone over Jason Tatum.
No, you want to take Trey. You want to take Trey Young. Jason Tatum.
No, not Trey Young. No.
You want to take everyone. You're not taking everyone.
I was literally about to use the Trey Young joke towards him too.
TJ fits in with New York very well because they both hate Trey Young. They don't like. They both cannot stand. You ever see those clips of going back to the New York thing? I don't know why, but they're like, fuck. They're like, the hell with Tyrese Halliburton, and it's still the hell with Trey Young. Like, why you guys bringing Trey Young into this, man?
Like, he has nothing to do with this.
Yes, but back to the Western Conference. Yeah, I mean, what did Charles Barkley call it? The Oklahoma City Invitational for a reason. That's all it was. I mean, Minnesota got their game. Congratulations. And then that was it. Rudy got exposed again for being a fraud. I mean, too bad the Lakers couldn't stop him. Because they couldn't stop anybody this year. But, yeah, I mean...
Prime Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, they got exposed. I don't know what else to say about the Western Conference. It was so... I won't say boring, but it was, like, so predictable. It was so predictable. Like, OKC hasn't lost a back-to-back game this year only once at the end of the season when they lost to Houston and the Lakers.
Mm. You know what's even
that was when they were like resting their guys. They already clinched like the top.
You know what's even deep with OKC? They lost 1 game against the Eastern Conference the whole year.
To what team? Was it Detroit? I know Detroit was complaining.
Cleveland.
You mean the Atlanta Hawks of 2016?
You done know.
The Atlanta Hawks of 2016.
Yeah, stop this. It's okay.
Oh
okay.
Man.
Speaking of that 2016 team, you hear what Jeff Teague said?
What? They would beat the Cleveland Cavaliers?
No.
Yeah, he said that too.
I think he said that too, but nah, that wasn't referring to. Nah, he said that they'd beat OKC.
Bro.
No, they wouldn't.
Bro.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm not even gonna.
All right, no, it wasn't OKC. It was Indiana. I'm sorry. My bad.
I hate these 2K video game matchups. Like, no, leave it. Let the simulation settle that score.
But I do like using those old school 2K teams.
Yeah, like don't compare.
All right, who is like one of your go-to squads in 2K?
Back in the day, completely off topic right now. Okay, I'll say the Magic in '94 with Penny and Shaq.
Okay.
That was
who was one of your teams that you went to?
Shit. It was Chicago, to be honest.
But, which one?
What one?
Which one?
D-Rose Chicago or MJ Chicago?
MJ Chicago.
Bro, you're cheating. You're using MJ Chicago.
You know
who allowed this?
You know the thing is too. I don't even use MJ. I use Scottie Pippen and DJ Armstrong.
Bro, that's still,
okay. So
he's still on the floor.
So '93 Chicago.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Bro, you know who my go-to team was?
If you say, like, I don't even want to know.
So you're talking about like teams like current.
No.
Throwback
teams on
play
the video
classic
game.
teams.
Classic teams. Yeah. Okay,
like who is like a team that you
use right now? But go on, Marcus. Who did you use? Since you brought this up, please.
64 Celtics.
What the fuck? What?
Yes.
Why?
Oh, I used to torture people with, The things I did to people with John Havlicek.
Let me get
That
Sam
dude-
Jones too.
Yes.
Oh, I knew it.
Bro, that man had an 87 open mid-range. Yo, I used to run floppy with John Havlicek. That dude didn't miss.
You know what
And
I'll
you
say?
had Bill Russell in the paint who blocked everything.
He was fast for a big guy.
Yo,
He was
that
fast.
dude grabbed everything.
No, I only use Penny and Shaq because of that pick and roll.
Yeah,
You pick your poison. It's either Penny's gonna dunk on you or Shaq's gonna dunk on you.
And I would run pick and roll with Sam Jones.
Sam Jones did not have bounce like Penny.
Not gonna lie, that night.
No, but that dump off, Bill Russell getting that layup. Couldn't make a free throw, but that's
then
okay.
and then if you clog the paint, I'll just kick it to Dennis Scott.
Well, it depends on who you use.
No, like Dennis Scott, like open threes like 99.
Nah, he was.
3D, yeah.
And another team that I used to use a lot too was the
02 Lakers. Got the gold
No.
jersey on, so I was hoping you'd say them.
no, not that team. I would use the 14 San Antonio Spurs.
The team that broke your gambling spirit.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Yo, why you have to open up that old room?
It's okay, man. I've been there this week.
Yo,
man.
Matt Bonner had a 94 open three.
That's Red Mamba, right?
No, Red Rocket.
No.
Red
I
Mamba.
saw they call him Red Mamba.
Yeah, they did so. They called it another point.
Or was it White Mamba?
No, White Mamba
Yeah.
is Scalabrini.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so he's Red Mamba. Yeah. Matt Bonner's Red Mamba.
I always thought it was Red Rocket.
No, from when he was on the Raptors, he was Red Rocket. He's on the Spurs, he was a Red Mamba.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's a bad nickname. You learn something new every day.
Yeah,
All right,
but
back to our actual topic.
Yes. So
Um,
these NBA. So before we get to the actual finals matchup, what do you guys think of the conference finals awards? I mean, SGA winning it was a no-brainer, but what about the Eastern Conference one?
Pascal Siakam.
There you go,
yeah,
told
you
TJ.
you.
got that.
I
I'm
told
like,
you. I told you.
Well, the voting was 5-4, so
You know what I'll say for TJ? That's one more on the metrics for you, man.
Exactly.
That's 6.
Exactly.
That's
There you
6
go.
right there. He's on the way. He's on the way, TJ. He's on the way.
Hall of
That
Famer.
counts.
Better career than Jimmy Butler.
No,
Still
no.
Still better career than
No.
Jimmy Butler. I don't care what y'all say. He has a better career than Jimmy Butler.
You know what? I'll tell you if Pascal's better than Jimmy Butler. If he could take the what did Jeff Teague say on the podcast? The sorry bears or the what do you call them again? The practice squad guys. Like if he
The B
takes
squad.
the C squad players and plays against the A team with
And
the
beats
with
them.
the rollie on
Oh, man.
and they win the game, then I'll give it to Pascal. Because
yeah, we went through this before.
Yeah.
Was he a Hall of Famer or something?
yeah,
Yeah.
the
No.
metrics, he's
He made
6.
2 All-Star teams.
Three.
Oh yeah, it was 3.
3 and like 2 All NBA teams
MIP.
with an MIP.
And now with this.
Yeah.
So 3
It's
more.
called. And
3
he
more.
that's called he deserves his money.
He's on the.
Now he justified
He's on
his
the
money that he gets.
Yes.
So if he wins the chip this year, if he
Chip?
wins this year, if he wins the
Shit,
chip
is he
this year,
sponsored by Lay's? Do you know who they're going up against?
Have you seen the betting line?
Did I not say if?
That's a huge if, man. That's
if.
like
So
Yeah,
if
you
you're
know
not-
that the betting line. See, I don't even do bets like this, but I saw that, and this is the main topic of this episode. It's like the 4th highest odds in the history of the NBA Finals, of how lopsided it is.
the only teams that were more lopsided on the betting lines was 01 Sixers with AI and LeBron 18 Cavs going up against the Mighty Warriors.
So, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and when the Knicks made it to the finals as well
Yeah.
against the Spurs, like when Latrell Sprewell and Larry Johnson were carrying Patrick Ewing. Like that's that team basically.
Like broken down Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, should have not even played.
We didn't have no knees left.
Yeah, they're not winning.
No.
I don't even think they're gonna win a game.
You want it? Okay.
I think
Okay,
they're
I
gonna
think it's
win
going to
one
game
game.
7. But if this guy wins a chip and MVP,
They
finals
They might
MVP,
lose by. I keep
finals
saying
MVP.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty, he can get all 2 right
they
now.
might lose by 7 in a game. I could see that
By 7
happening.
in a game.
17 is
They're
more
going to game-
realistic.
It's going to game 7. It's going to game 7.
No, it's
It's
not.
going to game 7. Game 7. I promise you right
So
now.
anyway,
Mark my words
so-
today. It's going to game
So
7.
what
TJ, if it's going to game
Lowest
7, we'll say Pascal's a Hall of Famer. I'll even wear a Pascal jersey. I'll find a Pascal
do you
jersey.
even have one?
No, but I know someone who does. That's not Marcus, and I'll get
I
one.
was about to say, like, I actually do.
Do you actually?
Oh,
So you have to wear yours too. All right. Okay. There you go.
Wait. For Marcus,
So if they win 2 games on the next episode, I'll wear a Pascal jersey.
Okay.
No. If they go to Game 7, I'll wear it because you said they're going 7.
They're going to Game 7.
If they go to Game 7, even if they don't win Game 7, as long as they get there, I'll wear the jersey. I'll wear like for the free
And I'll just
agency.
wear one on purpose for the next episode. Just
man. But no, that's not happening.
Shout out to Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, did the Raptors?
Not
sorry to cut you off there. Did the Raptors get it wrong trading him for Bruce Brown and who else did they get?
No, but you know why they traded him?
Because they want to pay him and they were
Yeah,
rebuilding.
because of money, and they were rebuilding like you just said. That's all it is.
Yeah, did they get it wrong or no?
They're proving,
No.
He's proving them wrong. He's proving them wrong.
But
you know what?
But what was he gonna really do? Like, it's not like Scotty Barnes is Halliburton.
It's true, but you know what? I give it to them that they didn't trade him for Paul George.
Oh, you mean the Paul George NBA Finals?
This is the Paul George Finals, by the way. Yes, it is. That leads into our next segment right there.
Of how both teams are here, because shout out to Paul George, man.
PG-13 getting it done.
Why we're actually here with this.
Yeah, break it down.
So, in 2017, Paul George wanted out of Indiana because they would not bring in a superstar player that he requested, which was...
Who was his go-to guy back then? Monte Ellis or C.J. Miles?
Yes. And he was supposed to get Blake Griffin at the time.
I said C.J. Miles was playing with them too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
And that's why when C.J. Miles clowned him about, I got to get that shot.
Yeah.
And he taken it off the backboard.
Yeah.
And he showed him the Gatorade commercial. Side note.
Yeah.
So he wanted out because they wouldn't get nobody, and he went to OKC.
Okay.
And they traded for Oladipo and Sabonis. And then the Pacers traded Sabonis for Halliburton.
Yeah.
And that's how Halliburton ended up on the team. Now, after Paul George ended up going to OKC, Dame Lillard hit a game winner when he did the bye-bye.
Yeah.
And then that was Paul George's last game with the organization.
So was Westbrook's.
And Westbrook's.
And Melo.
Yep, and the team broke up and was never there again. But after that ended up happening, Kawhi requested to have Paul George on the team, so they had to trade their future, which had to be SGA and a bunch of draft...
Danilo
Gallinari and a bunch of draft picks, which also turned into Williams and some more people who have not been drafted yet.
Yeah, J-Dub, the important Williams, but so is Jalen Williams. Yes.
Yes. So after all of these things transpired, SGA became a really good player under the leadership and tutelage of Chris Paul.
SGA became Tiger Woods' red jacket PGA,
Yes,
the master.
And looks like he gonna win himself another chip. Well, his first chip.
And another MVP to add to 3 MVPs in one season, which I don't think has ever been done. Because the conference awards is new. Yes, the conference. Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah, the conference award MVP is new.
The Magic Johnson Award.
Yes, and then the East is Larry Bird.
Honestly, it should have been called the LeBron James Award.
No.
Bro, the man went to the NBA Finals 9 years in a row.
He also won a championship on the West, so you know. No. Won a championship on the West.
Yeah.
So you can't name an Eastern award after him. Because he's not a true East Coast player.
He won with 2 East teams.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying.
Well, he won with 2 East teams.
He's Tupac, if anything. He went from East to West.
No.
The Tupac of NBA.
No, not even close. Not even close. If I had to compare him to a rapper, you guys would get mad as hell.
This guy's like the biggest LeBron hater. What happened?
There's a lot of reasons.
There's the cost of money. Then there's LeBron as a person. And there's some.
Just sign my rookie card, man. It's that simple. Just sign the damn rookie card. How hard is that? Just sign the rookie card. That's all I ask for. Just sign the rookie card. That's it.
Personal reasons.
Just sign the rookie card. Till then, it is what it is. I stand on my side.
But
let's get back to the finals.
Talk about the other part about that. But
let's just get back to the finals. Yeah, the Paul George finals. Yeah, so that's how we got to both teams transition off Paul George to getting to the Larry O'Brien trophy. And Paul George is on the Paul George is not even on the Clippers now. Now he's on the Sixers,
And
who
lost
had the
him
third.
for nothing.
Who had the third pick of the
Bad
draft.
news. Bad news.
Even just his knees, his shoulder, his back.
I mean, Gilly
his
told
leg.
him he was sorry on his own podcast.
I rate him for that.
Gilly's like, y'all were sorry, man. Y'all need to blow it up.
I rate him for actually just saying it straight to his face.
Hey,
He literally gave everybody's grievance of all Philly fans
yes.
to the man's face on his own show.
Hey, the 76ers are very lucky the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Otherwise, it would have been bad for them.
Yeah. Very bad.
Like, they are very
Philly
lucky.
fans are very vicious.
Yes, but back to the finals. Yes, in the season series, OKC did beat them twice.
OKC beat the whole East.
Well,
Cleveland for that.
The first game was close. They lost by 6 in Indiana. Second game was a blowout.
But they blew out a lot of teams. So.
Yeah.
But I'll say this about Indiana, though. They haven't lost a back-to-back game since March 10th.
Mm.
Both teams don't lose back-to-back is the point of the finals.
Someone's going to lose back-to-back.
And there's also one more thing I'd like to point out regarding both teams. They both they were both runners-up in the NBA Cup the past 2 seasons. Indiana, the opening year, lost to the Lakers.
Yeah.
And OKC this year lost to Milwaukee. So it shows if you participate hard in the NBA Cup, it carries playoff experience
Does it?
in April. Just because of the
but still.
It's the competition.
You can keep that opinion on your side.
It makes it's extra playoff games. It's like prelude to the playoffs.
No, that's just so the NBA can make more money. That's not realistic.
Hey, we gotta support the NBA Cup, man. You gotta support it, man. It could be the Champions League of NBA.
Anyways,
funny?
all right.
So
So
funny,
this
huh?
concludes the episode.
You know what's so funny though? I
What?
went to a Pacers game. Went to the Pacers game during the Cup and they won. Raptors won. Raptors won. So you know, it was a good game.
No.
And Pastor Siakam got tossed out the game.
You went to that game?
Yeah, I went to the game.
I think that was your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that. That makes so much sense. But anyways, you guys got my prediction regarding who's gonna win for the NBA trophy. I said
We both agreed that it's gonna be OKC.
Yeah, but you guys have a game. Like how many games?
5.
Marcus says 5. TJ, what about you? You said 7, right?
7.
Pacers at 7.
Either way.
What? Just game 7 in general.
Game 7.
All right, you guys can get it 4-1. OKC and 4.
And 5?
No, 5-1 is the payout.
Oh,
But OKC at 4, it's a sweep. They'll celebrate game 4 in Indiana. Blowout game. SJ's gonna win his first NBA trophy the same way Kobe did in Indiana.
And that concludes our show. Thank you for watching. You can see us on all platforms.
Hold on. Before time out. Before
What?
we wrap this up, there's been late news. It transitions to our next episode,
Ooh.
the free agent episode for NBA.
Oh my God!
I gotta bring it up quickly, momentarily.
Yeah.
No.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Are the Raptors really going for Giannis? No, it's just a yes or no.
Hold on. I just saw it on Instagram.
Oh my God! Don't say Instagram was your source.
No. It was from like the fucking we call it one of the pages.
What, a blue check mark?
Nah, Giannis and Kevin Durant were talking about coming to Toronto.
Okay, this concludes our episode.
Let's
Thank you for watching the PAC podcast.
All right.
You can see us on all platforms on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify.